Hey guys, welcome to 3D Thursday with me, Stephanie, with Stephanie Stampers. Today we are going to make a gift card holder and treat box. To make the project, you're going to need a few tools. You'll need a bone folder, scissors, and some kind of adhesive. You're also going to need a few punches. The punches I used were the Everyday Label Punch, the Detailed Trio Punch, and I used the Circle Punch that was 1 inch in diameter. Your first piece of cardstock is going to be 11 1/4 inches by 7 3/4 inches. You're going to want to score the short side at 1/2 inch, 1 7/8 inches, 5 7/8, and 7 1/4 inches, and then long side at 1/2 inch, 1 7/8, 3 1/4, 5 4 5/8, 8 3/8, and 10 3/4 inch. There will also be score lines on the long side at the 6 inch mark on both sides of the paper, and just score to the second line. And then on the short side, you score at 1 1/4 inches and score down to the second line. Once everything's scored, you're going to start cutting off some chunks. I already cut off the bottom corner, and now I'm cutting from the top of the paper down to the 6 inch score line. You can see the 1 1/4 inch score line. You're going to cut along that side and just cut around it, and then cut down to the 6 inch score line on that side of the paper. You're also going to want to cut along the short score lines just to that second one that goes down. These are going to make the flaps for the box. And I've wedged in on some of the tabs so that it creates an easier fold. So that we can create the flaps for the side of the box, we're going to trim off just that short score line on every other tab, and then we're going to completely cut off the second from the top tab. We're going to do this on both sides of the paper. Top corner, just go ahead and cut all the way diagonal, and then fold and burnish all of the score lines. To embellish the box, you're going to want to do that while it is flat. You're going to want some designer series paper. You need one piece that is 3 7/8 inches by 2 1/4 inches, and then 2 pieces that are 3 7/8 of an inch by 1 1/4 inch, and 2 pieces that are 1 1/4 by 1 1/4 inches. I'm also going to use my Detailed Trio Punch to punch the rounded corners on the 2 flaps that I left at the original length. So I found where I wanted to punch for the top window of the card, and I'm using my everyday label punch. I'm just punching halfway. My punch got stuck and it got a little scary. So once you have that punched, go ahead and add your designer series paper. You can use any adhesive. The liquid glue works really well too. I really like to use my Stampin' Seal. So just whatever will help make your paper stick. Once I have my two smaller panels attached, I'm going to fold the flap inside out and punch the designer series paper by lining up where I've already punched and just pop that out. If you're using a dark piece of cardstock, you'll want to have a back panel to go in that big square spot, and that would be 3.5 inches by 3 3/4 inches. Since I'm using a lighter cardstock, I didn't put that on for this project. The two smaller pieces of designer series paper are going to go on the flaps that will be on the outside of the box. You'll want to do the gift card holder part first. The small flap you're going to attach to the cardstock, and then add adhesive on the outside of the flap for both the long and the short ends. And you're going to fold that in. That short piece just allows a stop for the gift card so it doesn't get stuck inside. And then put a strip of adhesive on that last bottom flap, and you'll fold that up, just line it up, and you can use your bone folder to get a good seal. Then fold up the ends of your box. This will fit 3 Ferrero Rocher chocolates. I didn't have any more after I made my initial box, so I just left this one empty. At this point, you can punch a hole to use to grab your gift card when you slide it in and out, and then you can embellish the front however you want. So I use the Tasteful Touches stamp set and one of the dies from the Hippo and Friends, and you can just slide your gift card in, and it slides in and out easily. And this one I've added my chocolates, and there's a view from the top. I hope you've enjoyed this project, and I appreciate you taking the time to watch. You can follow me on my blog where I have full instructions. I'm also on Facebook, Pinterest, and Instagram. Thanks, everyone.